Hey everybody, this is Jimmy, Memfish on do-it-yourself fish forums. Head on over there to see all the builds and stuff people do, and maybe some pictures. Here's a video tutorial on how to do your own do-it-yourself horizontal canister filter. I like doing it this way because if you've got a 4-foot tank like I do, you can make a 4-foot canister filter and run it horizontally behind it, and then you can keep it up right next to where your tank is. I'll show you mine is wedged in between the wall here, and it keeps it really close to the tank, so you're not going to lose any power from your power head if that's what you're using to power it. So let me dump everything out so you can see what you're going to need. Well, that's all I got right now. You're going to need those rocks. They're called lava rocks. You can buy them at Home Depot and Lowe's. They're going to be holding a lot of beneficial bacteria, and also I think the minerals and stuff they put out is good for the water. Help clean it, make it look good. Let me run over here and grab these off of this guy. You're gonna need a couple packages of these. They're called pot scrubbies. Set them down to Dollar General. You can get a bag of 6 for $1, and they're a real great deal. They do a really good job holding biological bacteria. They don't clog up fast. They're just all around super duper cool. So get a couple bags of those, some lava rock, and then last but not least, you need to get some filter floss. And I don't have any of that out here with me. Thought I did, but not sure where it is. But just go to Walmart and get like pillow batting or anything like that, and that'll work just fine. Then you're gonna need some 4-inch diameter PVC pipe, like that right there, cut to length. I cut mine to 48 inches, so it'll fit on that guy as well. Then you're gonna need an end cap like this. I'll put the product number down. It's from Home Depot. It's just a rubber clamp, and I'll show you mine that's working right now. This will bow out. And then you're gonna need this little guy. It's a bulkhead, and I'll put the product number for it as well. And what you're going to do is you're going to take the O-ring off of that bulkhead, and then you're going to drill a 3/4 of an inch hole into the top of your rubber gasket here. Shove that end in with the gasket removed, and then you're going to tighten this as tight as you can get it. And then after you've gotten it pretty tight, you can just take some pliers and start turning this part without having to hold the bottom, because the rubber will hold it in place, and that'll give you a watertight seal. So you're going to want to put one of those on both sides. So let's pretend, and then here's the other one on this side, right there, and that's how it looks on. So let's pretend that I've got all the media that I'm supposed to have. Let me get the camera propped up. There we go. Alright, so you can see that. So what you're going to do is you're going to pick it up, take it to the edge, and then you're going to put your that side's going to be your bottom, so go ahead and label it your bottom. Then you're going to take your lava rock and throw it in there all the way down to the bottom. Make sure it goes down all the way, and then you're going to take your pot scrubbies, pretend there's 3 of them, so 3 at a time, and squeeze them in there, and squeeze them in there, and squeeze them in there, and squeeze them in there until you've gotten to about right here with them. I usually do about that much of lava rock, so about 6 inches of lava rock, and then fill up to about right there with pot scrubbies, and then jam a bunch of filter floss in there. And then this will be your top end, and that'll pretty much just means this is the intake. So you're gonna make sure your hose clamp's on there good, and you're just gonna pop this bad boy on there and tighten this ring really tight right there, because that's what's gonna keep you from having leaks, which nobody likes. Then another thing you're gonna need that I like to use is this power head right here. It's a Petco King 225 submersible pump. It's got 225 gallons per hour. Pumps out a lot of water. It's only 20 bucks, which is ridiculous. Then you're going to want some 1/2-inch diameter tubing. You're going to need as much of that as you need. I got this one, it's black, and I'm going to switch the one on my tank to the black so you can not see it as easily. Anyway, and then you're going to get another fitting like this, but it's a bent one, And as you can see on mine that's running right now, it just makes it so that you can have your power head sitting like that to take the water out, and that way your pipe goes straight up and out instead of going out and then having a big curve in it. Okay, so then you're going to take this, and then I'll show you the rest of it on mine that's running right now. There's my intake, and there's my outtake. So you're going to set up your power head and throw it in there. And that's taking the water in through there, and then continuing it through here. And then that is going to be your intake. And if you look, you might be able to see it. See how it's bulging right there? And how that one is not bulging? Right there. That's where the pressure, that's how much pressure you've got running through there. So there's a lot of water pumping through. And then what I didn't do that I need to do is I need to get some hose clamps to put on right here, just to make sure there's no leaks, keep that from bursting off. If that would ever happen, that would suck. But there it is right there. And then this part right here is your filter floss, and then pot scrubbies, and then at the end back there is where your lava rock is. So we're right over there. Look at that. So right there, this is the other end, is where your lava rock is. So it's gone through your filter floss to polish the water, and then the pot scrubbies, and all that biological bacteria, and then the lava rock and all of its biological bacteria, and then the minerals and stuff that it's going to add. And it's going to go through this big long hose, and then out through the spray bar right here, because the big fat Oscar, if he's around you can see him, doesn't like a breeze in the water. So I put that up there to keep him happy. Also, if you get, that's a 1/2 inch PVC pipe, and then if you get a 1/2 inch PVC 90-degree gang elbow, the pipe will just squeeze right in there. You don't have to worry about fittings or anything. So that's nice. And then that's the full setup. If you don't want dirty water going through your power head, you could just switch these, and you'd have your power head, instead of pushing water through the canister and bring it out, this would be your power head, and then you just do an intake over there, and that way your power head would be pulling water through the canister, which would mean that you've got clean water going through your power head, which is probably a better idea, but mine's set up like that already, so I'm gonna leave it how it is. But if you got any questions, just ask away. One last thing, after you've put your horizontal canister filter in, you're gonna want to lift this end up for about 30 or 40 seconds, and because you're going to get a lot of air trapped at anything above the bulkhead. Right there is going to be air, so you got to lift that up to get rid of all the air out of the system, because you don't want the air in there, because then water's not passing over your biological bacteria, and there's a bunch of fish poop in there, they're all going to die. You don't want that. So that's it. Head on over to do-it-yourself-fishkeepers.com. It's DIY-fishkeepers.com, and join us, learn how to do a bunch of cool stuff, and y'all have a good day.